Yes, we are sorry for that little technical hitch. Our topic of conversation is dyslexia and this rare gem talent school that is situated in Kitengela that is helping these kids who are suffering from this anonymous problem. All right. I'm sorry for my choice of words. I saw your face. But we can carry on with this.
Okay.
We were talking about dyslexia. What is dyslexia and what are some of the symptoms?
Okay, dyslexia is purely about reading and writing and spelling. So basically you can't know a child who has dyslexia mostly before they go to school. So they are identified in school. Though a keen parent can identify at home, but is when the person has prior information of several learning disabilities. So then a keen parent will realize my child could be having dyslexia, but it will not be really diagnosed or identified until the person has gone for an assessment.
Assessment?
Yes.
Who does this assessment?
We at Dyslexia organization, we do assessments. You can do assessment at Kenya Institute of Special Education. We have centers at the government institution, councils. They are called they are centers in Ministry of Education where you can go for assessment, and any psychologist can also do assessment.
All right.
Yeah.
Dyslexia.
First, I need to say it cannot be diagnosed by a pediatrician. It's not a medical condition, so it needs to be diagnosed by a psychologist, an educationist. Yes.
All right. And does this affect the kids socially?
A lot. The kid will be affected after now the stigma that surrounds this inability to read. You know, when
but this problem doesn't like affect them in how they're going to behave around people.
No, you
first.
can't tell a person has this condition by looking at them, by staying with them, by interacting with them. No, until the child has gone to school, until the child has interacted with books academically.
So it's more of an academic problem.
Yes, it's more of an academic problem.
All right.
But now, after now you have known, you know, everybody know you are the dumbest, you are the stupid, you are the laziest in class. You also start believing that. And so it will affect now how you will go out. You'll find kids who are very good when they are young, 6, 7 years old there. Very good. Everybody knows this is my hero. But now, after going to school, 3, 4 years down the line, you find the person you knew has completely changed because he has started believing what he's being told. That you are dumb, you are lazy, you are stupid, all those bad names.
And the system is not designed to accommodate everybody. Like,
we know our education system. Until now, mainly the new curriculum is really implemented. The one that we have right now, they just look at one side. Academics.
And this is what drove you to start Rare Gem Talent School.
Yes.
All right. When was this when you started Rare Gem?
In the year 2012. Yeah, we started the school at the year 2012. And the reason why we started is not like we really were starting a school. But when we created awareness about dyslexia, parents started asking, okay, tell me, do you know a school I can take children to? And from our own assessment, and the assessment we have done, even myself, from my teachers around wherever I was teaching, the teachers had no idea about this condition. So there was not really a particular school I could refer to parents. Actually, what happened when we started talking about it, we had children come like to my home, and parents telling me, I don't care what you do, whether you're going to stay with this child at home in your house, you stay with him and he'll be going to the school that you teach. And this may be somebody from maybe Kisumu, Mombasa. So that's when
there are not so many schools like this one.
No, there are not many. And where they are day schools. So you find if it's a child from Mombasa, there is no school in Mombasa that takes care of these kids. So
Rare Gem is a boarding school as well.
It's a boarding school. We have from class 4 preschool to Form 2. Again, Not that we wanted to start a high school. It's
But
still
what
a
were
need.
they going to do
The
after
children is
primary?
like, okay, we have cleared high school. The performance is not really at so good. They can't fit into the normal high school. They did not get good grades to go to normal
Another
high
case
school.
of necessity.
Now then it's like, okay, where are we going? The parents said, can they continue? Because most of them we had already identified what their talents. So some of them are very good in arts. Others, they have already identified what their strengths are. And that's actually
Which leads to my next question. Rare Gem Talent School. My focus is on talent. Because when you hear about talent school, you think about a place where kids' talent is developed.
Yes.
Yes, so tell me about this talent part of the school.
The reason why we started a talent school, we did not have those specific skills, but we wanted to come identify the kid. We know that already there is one fact we are aware about. You're not good in academics, so we can't push you academically. We will have the curriculum, yes, but you're not going to push towards that. We want to identify, what are you good at? Are you good in art, music, drawing, some even mechanic? So that's where we focus on. We have,
so as much as they learn the syllabus, the curriculum to fit into with the rest of the society, you focus mostly on the talent.
On identifying
the talent first.
We identify what the child is good at, what do they love doing, and then from there we try in our small way, try to now steer this child towards that side. And then most importantly, not to tell them aware, to make them aware that you do not have to pass exam by having 400. You still can become successful by focusing and doing what you are really talented in. If it is art, let's do that. If it is gardening, let's do that. If it is mechanic, we have one kid there who is 16. He's now, I think, 16. He's such a good driver. He just takes the vehicle and he keeps saying, when I finish, I'll become a
rally driver.
Not really, a truck driver.
A truck driver.
He wants to become a truck driver.
He enjoys being on the road.
Yes.
And he loves that.
And he loves it, and he's now...
How did you get to identify that this kid loved driving?
Before even we had a vehicle, he was like already kept saying, me, I want to be a truck driver. And so even when we got the vehicle, he was there. Down there, everything about the vehicle. Even he tells you it requires new battery, it requires all this. So you already know this child, this is where he is.
It's like very exciting to see a kid find a passion or a favorite toy.
It's so exciting. The other one is very good in drawing, art. He's so good in it. If he had remained in the school he was in, it would never have been discovered. Even if it was going to be discovered, it would not have been developed. So he has won trophies there. So this is already a kid who is known. This is where he's going to go.
Okay. Back to the academic side a little bit. I'm guessing you require special trained teachers to take these kids through the curriculum.
Yes.
And where do you get them from? Because all the teachers in Kenya, I think, are trained in the same institutions. We
take teachers like from the same institution, the same who have gone through the curriculum of teaching children across board. There are those who are special trained, those who trained as special education teachers. However, we come and teach them. So they run on the job. Because you'll find children with dyslexia, they are not the same. Those who have gone through the special education system, they may have had, there's this condition called dyslexia. This is how a child with dyslexia will be in class. But when you get to class, you find, there are 5 or 3, 5, 6 or even 10 different kind of people with the same condition. So you have to learn how to handle each one of them.
It's a very complex condition.
Yes, we have what we call individualized education program. So you have 5 kids in one class. One is very good in maths, the other one is very good in art and all that, but very poor in English or things to do with reading and all that. and he's in maybe class 5, but his reading level is preschool. You're not going to return this kid to preschool. You will pick him from that level, still in class 5, and handle him at preschool level. So we have wherever the child is at, that's where we handle them. And you see different subject. If it is another school, if you are poor in academic, you know, they look at the aggregate and the average. If you don't meet the meeting score, even if you got 90 in maths, but you got 4 in English, back to class 4.
Back to class 4.
Another 1 year. Instead of handling this child from, is it English that is the problem? Pick it from where they are. And handle it at that level. So
from what I'm getting from you, there's room for improvement in our education system.
Yes, and I think, and I thank God, there is now the new curriculum that is going to. It's very
promising.
accommodative. It is promising. Yes.
All right. 17% of the population is suffering from dyslexia.
Yes.
And on an average, how many kids do you have per class in your school?
We are having between 8 and 10.
Between 8 and 10.
Yes.
So that is very short of the population suffering from this particular condition.
Again, dyslexia is in levels. They are those who are profound. There are those who are mild. There are those who are not really so profound.
And as you said, there's not so much awareness.
Yes.
People don't know about it.
Not much.
All right. So you're trying to solve a problem that people don't really know about.
Yes.
If I'm right to say.
Yes.
So how are you trying to create awareness first before you can get people coming to your school and also helping these kids?
Like here today.
This is one case.
This is one case of creating awareness. We do awareness campaigns. Like we have occasionally not so many walks. We have flyers. We have a website. We have a social media.
You also have a website?
Yes, we do.
Social media?
Yes, we do.
Give them that. Your camera is number 4.
We have the website is Dyslexia Organization Kenya. The Facebook is still Dyslexia Organization Kenya. We have those social media. We have our numbers. Can I give my numbers?
Yes, sure.
My number is 0721 621 842. And the other number is 0722 380 952. Yeah.
22162 is the SMS line as well. The topic of conversation is dyslexia and Rare Gem Talent School that is trying to solve this problem. If you don't know about dyslexia, head straight to Google. Google is your friend, and then we can have a conversation. Send your views, your comments, and your questions. Direct them to us. 22162 is the SMS line. Start with YM254. Don't forget to leave your name, and where you're watching us from, preferably you can hit us up on Twitter. That is at Y254 channel. All right, so Nancy, the school is up to Form 2 level now.
Yes.
All right. So before you get to high school in Kenya, you have to sit KCPE.
Yes.
Did these kids sit KCPE?
Yes, they did.
Do you think there's a need to create a special KCPE for them? Or
absolutely. There is a need. Even right now, what we have, we managed to get some concession, we can say, because they were given extra time. You'll find they're sitting the same exam, but they just get half an hour time. That is not helping, because if this child cannot read at all, or has problem with reading, we have struggled, and those who had completely inability to read, they are now able to read a bit, but their reading can never be the same at the same. You see, this child, when he's when you're working like in your homework, them they work 5 times harder or 7 times harder. So for their reading level, before you read a sentence, before they read a sentence, you have read a whole paragraph. So because this person can take like 5 minutes to read over the word there. So
and we have comprehension in KCP,
understanding.
We have understanding of the question. We have essay writing.
By the time they read one sentence, let's say the sentence is the horse jumped over the fence. Before he reaches the fence, he has forgotten the horse because he has taken so much time to read one sentence.
Right.
So you are putting these people at the same level with very people who can read chap, and you're giving them the same exam.
Reading is a communication skill, yeah.
Yes.
Speaking as well.
Yes.
And which one is the other one? Maybe gestures. I don't know about the other ones. But does it affect their speaking skills?
No.
They talk like normal people.
You will hear them speak English. You will not believe that this person cannot read the words he's talking.
It's a very complex problem. Yeah.
The most important thing is, if they were to be read the exam, you sit and read the exam for them. He has no problem with understanding.
You even have the solutions already.
yes. You can. If you read the exams for them, you read the exam for him.
All you need is a meeting with the cabinet secretary for education.
Oh God, we have tried and we are trying. And I can tell you, we have made steps, even to have extra time. We say it is a blessing, and it is like we are getting embraced. Dyslexia is getting embraced. People are understanding, and they want to put accommodation, but then the structures have to be in place. I think now that's where we are getting at. Yeah.
All right. So for every 25 students, at least 4 are suffering from dyslexia.
Yes.
So each and every person I know in the studio went to school with someone with suffering from this.
Yes. And we know them. You know that kid who always is very good outside there, very macho, if you say, argument, doing things.
Active in the field.
Yes, sports, they are very good. Drama, I keep saying, you know those guys who always have a name for their teacher, and it just happened. And when you look at their performance in class, it's like, you wonder, how does he come up with a fitting name of a teacher, a nickname of a teacher, but he's always the last one in class.
Juices are really,
they are so creative. So those are the characters we are talking about. And they suffered a lot. Majority, like in those days when caning and corporal punish was there, most didn't finish school because they were beaten for every subject.
Which is not the way to teach.
Obviously, it's not.
Just in case somebody's watching and they've gotten a breakdown of what this could be, or the symptoms, and they have a kid who they think is suffering from this, and they'd love to get some help. What is the criteria of maybe enrolling in your school?
Just getting an assessment, because we have to first base where is the child level at, and then if you are okay with the child being fitting in our school, fine. But we also say we cannot. 70% is a huge number. We cannot say that all children can fit in our school. So that's why we also do teacher training. We do teacher awareness training. We do through focused group, like we go to schools, like on 29th June, we'll have a teacher training at
this happens at the school.
Sometimes at school, we also go to other people's school. We can go to any school. We can come to your school and teach your teachers how to identify and handle these children. So like on 29th June, we'll have a teacher training at Rongai. So we are targeting the schools around Rongai. Yeah. So again, we do that. So we go to an area, identify a venue, and call teachers. If it is your school, you want all your teachers trained, we do that.
All right. Yeah. I'm guessing it's not only a Kenyan problem, it's a global problem.
It's global.
Yes, and the world is becoming...
If I can mention a few of the guys who have dyslexia and have succeeded, you'll be surprised.
Give us some names. We need that inspiration.
Richard Branson.
Richard Branson is dyslexic.
You can't do we can't do right now without Microsoft. Who is the owner of Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
Yes. Yes, Steve Jobs, Whoopi Goldberg, Jennifer Aniston, Tom Cruise. I mean, they are not, it's not a condition of, we say at it done, very successful. Presidents have become. You know, George Bush's brother is dyslexic. So, and that's why the mother was very passionate about dyslexia and learning disabilities.
Okay, so that is why they say you cannot judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree.
The guy who came with that thing was dyslexic. Who is that?
Oh, I don't know the guy who came up with it. I just hear it around.
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein.
Yes.
Einstein was dyslexic
was dyslexic.
This is
he's called William Churchill.
Winston Churchill.
Yes, was dyslexic.
Also.
Yes.
All right. This is very powerful. A little
So
bit
that's
of
why
inspiration.
That's why we say, focusing on academic alone, we are denying these people. It is said in US, 60% of entrepreneurs have dyslexia. 60%.
Because the system works.
The
The
system
system
works.
identifies talent,
Yes.
and the system focuses on nurturing that talent.
Yeah. And basically is they are not only focusing on passing exam. Okay, not that those people I've mentioned didn't suffer. They did suffer because they could not get the grades that as they were required. Some of them, like Richard Branson told his parents, I'm not going to high school, to college. And he had a written letter agreement with the parent. We are not the people who have refused to take you to college, but sign here that you will not turn around later to say, we refuse to take you to college. He said yes. And what happened? The people whom he was with in high school, by the time they were finishing college, he came and employed them.
Very powerful. Oh,
Yeah.
the reason I introduced this topic of being a world problem is I'd like to figure if you're connecting with people who are doing the same in other countries, so that you can also get to know how they're doing it and their struggles, just learning from each other and networking.
Yes.
Is it happening?
It is happening. Right now, our Dyslexia Organization Kenya is a member of International Dyslexia Association. And we have, like, for membership, we are also members of Dyslexia. It's also a global program association. We have two international dyslexia associations. One is in US, the other one is in Geneva, and we also are members of global partners, like those who are not in US, like Singapore, like Kuwait, Australia, UK. We are members of those groups.
All right, your website and social media handles again, and the number one more time, just in case they'd like to interact with you or seek some help from you after
Okay.
this.
You can find us on Dyslexia Organization Kenya. We also have info at Dyslexia Organization Kenya. That's where you can write an email, you can drop a mail to us. You can also find us on Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter. We are at Dyslexia Organization Kenya.
Thank you very much, Nancy, for coming through to Why in the Morning, and thank you for what you're doing to the society at large. We're looking forward to hosting some of the talents from your school,
Wow.
if you allow us to.
We will. We'll all be glad to invite us, and we are here.
All right.
We'll come to feature in whatever program.
Thank you very
invite
much,
us.
Nancy. This has been another segment of Why in the Morning, and today is Entrepreneurship Tuesday. And wise words from Nancy: some of the most talented and successful people in the world are suffering from dyslexia. So it's not not all hope is lost. It's Barry Moore is my handle on every social media platform. I go by the name of Barry Moses. We'll be back with some more of Why in the Morning, so don't go nowhere.